Hi everybody, how you doing? So, I was a little in my own head last video. I don't ignore it. I was probably dwelling on it of things more than I needed to, overthinking everything. Forget it. I'm just gonna be me. Not in an identity sort of way, and free to be whatever I feel like in the moment. Don't try to stick to things too much because then it gets overcomplicated and I'm thinking too much and I get pulled in all directions because I'm just trying to be more. We don't be more by thinking you need to be more. You be more by just letting yourself be because you are already more. You just need to forget about being more to get there. Oh, this is good. It's like a pot pie with apple on top. It's amazing. How do you be yourself? Don't think about being yourself. Just be. Let it flow. Let it flow through you naturally. I feel like maybe I did tone that a little too much. Hang on. Yeah. It's not the same orange, but there we go. The saturation's too high, that's why. There we go. That's about right. It's probably a lot less than that, actually. But if I do it too much, if I do that too much, I'm gonna end up with like, yeah, that's manageable. I think that's okay. That's acceptable. And start trying to perfect everything. Just close this, move that over there, and let's go. And I'm gonna remove the Discord thing because I don't need it. I mean, I'll do the overlay when things are a bit more hectic, but right now, do I really need an overlay? There's there's only going to be one person coming into chat, and that's James. So, like, you know, no need for it. Oh, look at that. That looks delicious. I need to practice more conscious eating at times, but like, someone just said to me something to me like, stop trying to get there. You're already there. You're already living that life. So stop trying to make it. a good example is like that people use this technique on you to try and help you through it. Lay back, close your eyes. Now think about the future. And in this future, you're stuck doing a dead-end job that you don't want to do. Like, it's years later, your parents are around to help you, you're old, it's like 10, 20 years in the future, or 40 years in the future, whatever. You're stuck in this job, you are miserable, absolutely miserable, and you don't like where you are. You're in a place you hate, you just want to leave. Now step back to reality. Like, rewind the clock. You've got this magic time machine that you can hop into. When you hop into it, you'll wake up in your body now in the present. Now open your eyes. You're in the present. You just come back from the future. You've been given a second chance. What are you going to do with it? And it's a little trick you can use to, like, figure, stop living life like there's no tomorrow. Start living life like there's today. Because you don't want to be in that future, that worst possible timeline. So stop putting yourself there. Don't worry about it. Just live life. Don't be like Scrooge in Christmas Carol, where you only care about money, you only care about surviving and greed. And you argue it's for security, and he was lonely and he was miserable. Then the spirit showed him the past, showed him the error of his ways, and then they showed him his future. And then they brought him back to the present. And you see how different he was in life. Treat life like you're Scrooge after you've been visited by the three ghosts. Because the easier you take things, the easier life gets for you. The more you push life, the more it pushes back. Keep expecting the worst is what you'll get. But also careful what you wish for, because you want money, God will give you a job. Well, actually, no. You want money, God will give you the opportunity for a job. If you want to bring your family closer together, God will give you an opportunity to bring family closer together. If you want to travel the world, God will give you an opportunity to get a passport and go travel the world. But what we won't do is suddenly magically you into some being or state of traveling the world. He gives you opportunities. You're the one who's got to take the steps to get there. I wanted to be a YouTuber. I kept making all these excuses of why I couldn't. Yet here I am. I'm doing it. I'm on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. That's my point. I had all the equipment. I've had this green screen since last year. I've had my computer working since last year. Well, it was broken over winter, but I fixed it. I had all the tools, but I convinced myself that I wasn't well, that I wasn't okay enough, but I had to be ready. You don't need to be ready. Just go. Just fucking do it. Don't get so caught up in your emotional state, your mental state, your well-being and stuff like that. I mean, obviously take care of yourself, look after yourself, but don't make it an excuse to not do things in life, or you are going to be stuck. And you'll be going nowhere fast. That's what happens when you get stuck in your own head. You go nowhere fast. And what I mean by that is you're stuck and the world is still ticking, still revolving and stuff. And you just happen to be walking through it, but you're not living life. Like I said, that Seorphioth no Paladin anime. He'd been in a previous life doing a work job he hated. And then he got hit by a truck. When he came to this next world, this world with magic, dragons and all sorts, he was taught by these teachers who were like undead. They'd made a deal with like the undead god to... They'd be like his undead if like one's a ghost, one's a mummy, and the other's a skeleton warrior. So like ghost mage who's very frugal and thinks about money. And basically, you know, the mother, he's like a grandfather figure. The mummy, she's like a mummy. And the skeleton warrior's like a dad. And they looked after him. They made the deal so that they could protect the world from like some guy who's just gone berserk, a sword corrupted him. And like a cursed sword corrupted him and basically took his soul or something like that. And so to seal, they asked the undead god for help, because the undead god, they're not a bad being. They just want everyone to live immortal. And that's, you know, that comes from a place of heart. They don't want people to have to suffer and die or lose loved ones. But like that form of them was going to take those parents away, and he was blaming himself for it because they'd already given him all the tools to learn and stuff. Like they taught him about life and stuff, and the world and magic and warrior way and stuff like that in combat. And then in their world you have to pick a god, and a god slash goddess he chose the goddess of reincarnation, which a lot of people don't worship in that world anymore. And because he met her before he reincarnated into new life, and she told him to let go of what he was and try to forge a new path this time. And so he tried to do that. He was aware he was reincarnated. And when he thought he was losing them again, because this undead god was coming to collect, he was going to take them to the underworld of the undead. And the new guy was the bad guy was gonna rise again at some point in like 10 years, and they were trying to defend him, and he felt guilty because the reason why they became weak enough so that the undead god could take advantage was because he gave them their hearts back, what they'd lost as undead, because they thought they were lost, and they wasn't. It was there all along. And in looking after that baby child that had been the parents, I think they were like lost or something, they'd like passed away. So in this new life he was an orphan, but he still got parents in these three undead beings, these undead immortal beings that had been around for like 100 years. And they raised him, they looked after him, and he felt guilty because it's his fault he put it in his head that it's my fault that this is happening to them, that they're going to be taken away. And so he's there catastrophizing, and he's like that, and on his bed he's just like, you know, he's got his knees up and he's just like, and then he opened his eyes and something just clicked. And so he asked to talk to the goddess again, the goddess of reincarnation. And he was talking to her, and he says, because she asked him if he could make a deal with her, that she be his chosen goddess. So he agreed, and she goes, "Why did you? What made you decide? This is kind of unexpected." He says, "I was wallowing in self-pity and all the same things that weighed me down from my past life when I've got a new chance right here. Because living, and he realized something, because living and waiting to die is not the same thing. Live. You're aging, you're existing, yeah, you're gonna die eventually. But none of that matters. Live in the present. Don't think about the future. Don't worry about the past and the things you've done. Every moment that you're alive, in the moment, and aware of the moment, you can change whatever mistakes you made. You can't change whatever mistakes you made in the past. You can change how you act now. And don't worry about futures that may never be. Just live in the present, and whatever shall be, shall be.
Got some great new products. Come on and check them out.
Don't think about consequences of your actions too much, because you'll lose yourself in them. And you'll start catastrophizing again. Just like I did. And that, I wasn't broken. I just forgot what it was to just be myself and not think about all those things. A lot of the world has you do that, has you looking at yourself. Oh, look, think about the way you act, think about the way you look. Like, don't do that too much. You will make yourself ill mentally and physically. Just live. The reason why I was so youthful for so long when I was in college was because I wasn't thinking about the fact I was aging. It was only when I started thinking to myself, oh, my knee's creaking, I must be getting old. That's the mentality. Right now I'm thinking about it and my knee is hurting. That's my point. Don't think about it. Let it go. And the pain subsided. It's gone away. Because I've told myself internally, it's not there. And it's easy to say that because I know when you're in the mindset, you don't think it's easy. You want to overcomplicate things. Oh, I can't just do that. It won't work. Well, you can, but you're trying to force it to happen. You can't force relaxation and a balanced mind. It has to come from calm. And again, it goes back to that whole lightsaber thing with Starkiller from Force Unleashed. He's there trying to force that lightsaber to get put together. That's not how you build a lightsaber. You have to peacefully relax and let it come together through that creation magic inside you. And it's the same with anything. When you write, when you sing, when you play piano, when you dance, when you paint, when you draw, when you make videos, anything that you do that requires creativity, you can't force it into being. You have to let it come to you. And to do that, you need to clear your head. And to clear your head, you can't just think about clearing your head, because that's not clearing your head. You just let it go. Let it be free. And the rest will come. It'll just come. Right, we need drinks. Which way is this? Oh, that's to the flight. That's to the ship. We want to go shopping. If I'm not careful, I'm going to give my character a heart attack because I can see his heart rate going up. That's basically a rescue of that. Every time I see these, I think of like Demolition Man. I think that was the inspiration behind him. Where he goes, Rat Burger. The bird. Okay. Do we have a terminal anywhere? No, let's try gun terminal, because this generally has gear as well. Maybe they have drinks. Yeah, we don't want to be drinking reclaimed water. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get any in there. We might actually have to go back to Nick's to get some. No, fuck it, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Nick's, get some drinks, and then we'll come back to Pyro. Let's call it an adventure. I've got till 3 o'clock anyway. As long as I don't lose track of time. You know, we could do with an in-game clock on this odd, so that people can keep an eye on things. But first, I am going to take my helmet off and hopefully not suffocate to death. And, inventory. That's a point. Oh. Can you guys even hear me? Have I got... Yeah, I've got voice model. I had to double check that now. My brain was like, yeah, sure. You know when your brain does that thing where it's like, you sure you double checked it? No, I have done it. I just wasn't sure. Like, the back of my head is like, I've been trying to get this bit of hair to flatten down, and it just keeps sticking back out. So I'm just going to tuck it under there for now. It's like... No, that's fine. My brain's like hyper-focusing on it, and maybe I should just like... You know what, I'm gonna turn off the game's music because it's been pretty unreliable.
What's going on?
Don't get me wrong, I like the game's soundtrack and I love having it on, but like, it only comes on every now and again, and then it's not always the most calming music either. In some places, I know, you gotta have an atmosphere, but like, for like being chill, just being you know, don't want to get too caught up in the moment. So just let's. No, that's There we go. There we go. This one's called Breathe, Darling by Law. That's them good vibes. It's funny, when music comes along like this, my creation flows. The things that I say in the words that I do, like when my creativity with words flows, it just flows through me. I come out with some crazy inspirational speeches. I've done it so many times before. I do it on YouTube. Because they're saying, oh, like, write stuff down and diary. I struggle with writing speed. It'd take me all day to do that, so I type it out on like a YouTube comment and just let my thoughts out. I know there'll be some idiot who goes, oh, nobody asked. I'm not going to be there to answer that back. I don't care. I'm just letting my creative juices flowing so I can get those thoughts out in my head, so that I can like just chill and be in the moment. You can see I'm getting distracted there. Yeah, so we are going to go up to my ship, which I believe is this way. I know it's this way. I'm not. Yeah, technicalities. I need to stop trying to catch myself out with technologies, technicalities in my language, because I don't need to be perfect. In fact, the perfection in people is that they are not perfect, and accepting those imperfections is, oh, you can't control people. You can't. You can shed light on things for them, but it's up to them to decide who they're going to be. And you need to show them, give them the tools, but not shove it in their face. Don't force it on them, because it's not going to go anywhere. I tried to force it on my mother, and, you know, you can't force Semitic teachings on people because you'll get pushback. I waited instead until she was clear-headed and ready to listen, because she wasn't listening about getting caught up in worries of money. She felt trapped by money. So I waited until I could pay her the money back, because an incident happened. She was worried about Sun Life taking out, and eventually they didn't. Sun Life is a life insurance. She's worried about me and my siblings ending up having to pay for her funeral and my stepdad's funeral, and she didn't need to worry. They didn't take out. And even if they did, isn't that my decision? She spent her whole life, well, a large portion of her life, putting all that money into Sun Life, so that I didn't have to pay out that money, because she didn't want her debts to be mine. If I have to pay a debt, I'll get through it. That's life. Shit happens. And that's what I was trying to get across to her. Well, she was so caught up in that survival mode that she worried about money that she wouldn't let it go. And the more I pushed her, the more she pushed back. And so I waited, like I said, until she was ready to listen. Until she wanted to listen. She wanted me to tell her. I did it in the morning when she'd just woken up. She was fresh ahead. I'd just paid her the money because she was still worrying. And, you know, I said, it's paid. Nothing to worry about. See? You catastrophized and made that your whole world for 2 days. And if you leave all that time in your life for stress, you're not leaving your time for creativity to do something you enjoy, because you're too busy existing to actually live. Oh, that's why. There we go. Couple modes. I'm on the ceiling. I wonder if I can actually be on the ceiling. Let's try. Let's give this a try. There's no up and down in space, man. And now I land on the ceiling. Oh, it's not even. Hang on. See, this is creativity. It's just coming naturally. Has anyone else even tried to do this? Like, land on the ceiling? That's my point. Like, look at that. I am on the ceiling. In fact, this isn't the ceiling. This is the ground. That's the ceiling. Up there. Yeah. That's the ceiling that I'm looking over to right now. I'm not looking up. No, I'm like, it doesn't matter which way you come out of the ship. I could come out of this. You know what? Let's do it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. And then I'm just gonna go this way. Look at that.
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
Oh, that felt so natural. It felt so good. Whew. Okay, so yeah, that was it. We was gonna be going to. Let's go to. Let's move this over here a bit, and then we're gonna move this joystick up here so that I'm not reaching across for my controllers. Well, my joysticks. And then we're just gonna. Also, I'll put this on there. I was told I needed more crystals in my space area and like less clutter, which I still have a bit of clutter I need to clean up. But that's got chewing gum on it. That needs to go. And just like live a less cluttered life. Like put the screen back. Let's put the screen back a bit. Wait. And now, like, I've got more open space. Like, move the PC a bit. There we go. Now I have a free space. And I'm free to do what I want here. So let's go to Nick's. Let's go get a drink at Nick's. Because I don't think I can get on it here. And, yeah, I could look it up online. I could go, oh, is there some drink here? Like, am I wasting my time going to Nick's? You worry about shit like that, you don't get to have an adventure. Like, oh, do I need to go open a second bank account to put my money in? Go find out. Go to town. Go adventure. And I've chosen today that my adventure's in Star Citizen. And so we're gonna... First we need the map. But first, just before I do, let's see if we can sneak a medical contract in there. No, figured not. We're not on a planet, so... Although medical beacons technically can be anywhere. So we are going to go to Nick's. And maybe I need to open chat and not worry about what people are saying in chat. Like, it's just chat, Like, don't worry if, like, oh, it gets censored or, you get issues with that. Estragon, Aurelius, those are some very mystical names. I'm liking those names. Let's see. So we go to maps and we're going to Nick's. We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Huh. Did I refuel my ship? No, actually, There we go. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we got 90%. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go. Next gateway. Let me try doing this.
All systems offline. Enter aerospace. All systems online.
I might want to go in quantum mode. Maybe that's why it's not. Yeah, I don't know why that's not working. Oh, you know what's a good point though? I should probably, before oxygen decides to kill me, the lack of oxygen decides to kill me again, I should probably do this. Oh, no. Never mind, I already had it on. I'm lucky that I didn't suffocate there. There we go. So maybe we try engines off.
Engines offline. All systems offline. Enter aerospace. All systems online. Shields offline.
You know what? I'm gonna get out of this space first. There we go. Now we're clear of like any trappings or anything. Let's go to maps. There we go. It's registering now. Maybe I was just like, it was one of those things that I did that fixed it. It's so strange. The closer that video games get to like reality, the more they're occurring bugs like, oh, the system isn't working right on the ship. Have you tried turning the ship on and off again? It's strange how much that parallels real life. Oh, my computer's not working. Have you tried turning it on and off again, off and on again? Like, and it's like, it's so weird that that works the way that does, but it's because we built these machines and these digital worlds within the ley lines and the structures of reality. It's according to similar mathematics. The mathematics is like a simplified blueprint of the real world, and that's why things get so similar. And the closer you get to that, the closer the variety, the complexity, the choice, the more it starts having these like things where it's like, oh, this is acting exactly as it would in real life, not by design, but by natural iteration, because you've based it off on something that is reality. So we're sort of on the right track, but like I said, the creation in games, it's like that's your training for creating worlds in the future when you're in those higher, when society reaches those points where we're like more than just three-dimensional beings, but we're like multi-dimensional in the sense that everybody's awakening, because everybody is awakening. But once we reach a point where all of society is there and we help each other through that awakening, and the low vibrations just fade away because they're no longer present anymore. That's why people in those lower frequencies are starting to struggle. And they'll act tough and act like they're managing. But managing, that's a word we use when we say we're getting by, we're surviving. which shows you're still in that mindset. Not all battles can be won, and this isn't a battle to be won. This is a battle you have to concede to win, if that makes sense. In survivalist mindset, that won't make sense at all. It just sounds like the ramblings of a madman. Surrender so that you can succeed, because they're still in that warlike mindset. But the man who lays down his weapons first and manifests that others think about their actions for a second and think, well, this man has put down his weapons. Rather than taking the opportunity to fight war, do I really want to start a war and destroy such a good person who's decided that fighting is not the way? Or do I want to let there be peace? Now, there'll be some side of them who's like, fighting, no, we can't have this. If there's no survival anymore, then what does life mean? It's strange, like, it's not petty, it just seems so gratuitous for the sake of it. Why? There's no point. Just let it go. Because it's like a baby throwing a tantrum. No, this is my thing. This is my. But that's the thing, innit? Like, people say, "Oh, grow up." Don't grow up. See how miserable all the adults are. Don't grow up. Live life like that happy child who's carefree and hasn't got a care in the world. They're happy-go-lucky. And I decided when I was a kid, people would look down on me because of this and try and teach me things or try and protect me because they didn't understand. But I decided a long time ago, superheroes, look at what they do. Why can't we be like that? Well, if adults aren't going to be like that, when I grow up, I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to help people. I didn't fully understand all the minutiae of it, but I didn't need to because I had it in spirit, and the rest would come with time. Responsibility and all that lot is words that you use to bog somebody down, to always worry about consequences. Yes, consequences are important to think about, but you need to do so from a place of balance, not from a place of worry, fear, and anxiety. See what I mean? This is what I mean. Like, these words just flow out of me. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just saying what comes to mind. You guys are picking my brain right now, and it's not even coming from there. It's coming from here. And that's real magic. That's creation magic. Those words didn't exist until I brought them from that superpositional state of the quantum and chose to bring them out into form, into a solid state. But they weren't that one or that zero until I said them. Sometimes I don't even think about it consciously, what I'm saying, which I might need to do a little more, because, like, that's the lesson that I had to learn, is be conscious about it. Just not overly conscious. All things in balance. All things. A balance can't be forced. Like I said with that analogy before, it's like walking through water. If you try to run through water, the faster you move, the more the water will resist against your muscles. But if you relax in the water and casually walk forward, as slow as possible, not forcing the slowness, because that could cause tension back and forth between your muscles, but just Walk slowly, like the water's not even there, and calmly. Maybe even dance in the water. And over time, doing that will build your strength up naturally in your muscles, because you're not thinking about walking through the water, you're thinking about walking or dancing. Because the resistance is so little that it's not even a thought. And in time, you'll be able to move faster in that water without resistance, because you're doing it from a place of calm. That's why some people are like, Jesus took the wheel when like they could do something really amazing, like they did a backflip or something. I'm there trying to learn how to do a backflip, and I'm worried about, oh, what if I do it wrong? What if I injure myself? What about the dizziness that I get? What if I lose my balance? What if this? What if that? Just fucking do it. Do it. Get it over with. Yeah, you might stumble, you might fall, but you're not going to get good at something unless you try. That's the magic right there. Is, well, it's not about trying, it's about doing. Stop trying to put in effort. I need to be paying attention right now, because I've got my speed too high. Let's keep it about that. That might be a bit too low. That guy might be coming in a bit too hot, I don't know. Yeah, you got pushed back. See, I just let it happen. Just calmly and serenely moving. And I don't have to go, ha ha. See what I mean? Proof, evidence. Like, that's not calming. That's like justification and, like, you know. The person who does it doesn't think about justification, they just do it. They don't think about proving it to others, they just let it happen. And when people see your work, they will see what they see in your work. You just keep creating shit. Just keep doing it. If you've got a passion, a dream, just go. Enjoy that passion. Oh. See, I was getting a bit nervous there, and then I remembered, oh yeah, stop holding your breath, breathe. I have a nasty habit where, like, when I'm trying to pay attention to what's around me or I want to focus, I'll like, that presses in the chest. I'm holding my chest off, I'm holding my breath because I got so used to doing that, and like, just don't give a fuck what other people say. They see you're as lazy, they see you're slouching, so fucking what? It doesn't matter. As long as you're content in yourself, you don't need other people's opinions to be happy. Just be content. because you don't need happiness. You need contentness. Just enjoy what you're doing, whatever it is. And, you know, if something happens, if you can't do that thing anymore, find something new. As one door closes, another one opens. I might lose my voice tomorrow, and I might have to do these streams mute. Doesn't matter. I could learn sign language, do it like that. I'm not taking the mick or anything, I'm just... Although it would be hard to do that while playing. I mean, I could always stick one of Thingy's devices in my head, but... I don't need to do shit like that. Not really. To hold on to something that I've lost, just... find a new path. I've got a lot of abilities, there's a lot of shit I can do, so I can do anything that I want to. But I let myself get so crippled by that choice that I didn't know what to do with life. And it's funny because YouTube, it had always been there in the background. I had a YouTube account back in the 2000s, Animal Lover 3000, internet troll. He thinks I don't know. I mean, if you're watching this video now, I do. I know. I knew all along. You thought I was an idiot, but... Joke's on you, I'm not as naive as I look. I knew it was you. Because... just like I was stupid enough to connect my YouTube account to my Facebook account back then, so was you. I looked into it. I knew who you were all along. And I know that when you look at me, the last time you looked at me, you saw that I was still same old me, or at least you assumed so. And I didn't have a job. I was in college, so you figured, oh, I'm going nowhere in life. He thought he'd stamped out my dreams of, like, doing YouTube as a kid. No. In fact, I thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I just fucking name dropped you, but... I mean, it's not like anyone knows your last name. I know your name. In fact, it'd be funny if I said it, because they think I'm talking about a famous person, because he happens to share the same name. But... no, it's nobody famous. I think he went into accounting or something businessy like that, and you could see the look on his face. He was looking down on me. And I read that. He thinks I am naive, and I read that too. But I'm fine. I don't care what he thinks. Maybe I did in that moment, but I didn't make it about my life. And yeah. He let my dream of being a YouTuber get stamped out. Humiliated me publicly on both YouTube and Facebook. I just kept going my happy-go-lucky self, but I stopped YouTube. And it's funny because he poured some lava on that shit. What he doesn't understand is, yeah, he burned down the forest, he burned down the woods, he burned down the grass. But in those ashes was a long life journey. In fact, part of being that journey, if I'd have started YouTube years ago and become rich and famous early, I was so full of myself back then, so egocentric. I got full of myself because I won a thing on Diesel magazine. like I had a chance, you know, that Polish dude that's in the Top Man magazines in the UK. Like, I could have been up there with him because I was the other contestant that won that. I didn't even know there was a competition. I was just like taking a photo of myself and added it to the gallery because everyone else was doing the same. I had like slicked back hair, like a black leather jacket on. I was like a T-bird. I thought I was like a T-bird or something from Greece. And thank God that didn't fucking happen. That I didn't become a model, that I didn't become a YouTuber that early, because I was not ready. The sort of person that I would have been, I'm glad I didn't become that person. Because I wouldn't have found myself. I wouldn't have found that true inner me and found just how vast and endless it is, because I'd have been so stuck up in ego and what's on the surface that I wouldn't have realized there's so much creation underneath. I have never felt freer than I feel right now in this moment. I'm not worrying about money. I'll get food and shit, but I don't look at the money anymore. It's funny. The strangest thing, I've been told that don't worry about that shit. God's got you covered. Like, I know I've been talking about God a lot, and I realize maybe I need to rebalance it out because I'm going a little too heavy, and I don't want to develop a savior complex or like think I'm Jesus or what would Jesus say, because I'm not Jesus. I'm nobody, but I'm everybody. And Jesus understood that, and I shouldn't try to be what I interpret Jesus to be on the surface, because everybody's multifaceted. Although I do think maybe he was enlightened, that he had a deep knowing and a connection to God. And it's not too much in like the Christian or Catholic or any one religion. It's more a united front than that. Like I said, magic, science, quantum stuff, the unknown of science, the freedom of true belief in God without getting stuck in what people say you should or should not do for God. Because that's not building character, that's building identity. Because if you get stuck at playing the role of that character, you'll become that character. And we have so much more to give than just being one thing in our lifetimes. Being open to the endless and limitless creativity of mind. That's God. The endless. The infinity symbol. 8-8. Actually, what are we at now? 58. Okay. Don't know what the 5 means, but there's an 8 there. 58:18. Okay. In the recording. What time is it? It is 1:21, so in about an hour or two I will have to like leave you guys. So let's get to the point of the matter. We need to go to a space station here. No, that's a vehicle. Why is it trying to send me so far away?
Engines, shields offline.
I could probably get one here, actually. Never thought about it, but this is technically a...
Quantum drive is now off.
Wait a second, Nick's gateway. What? We are in Nick's, right? We're still in Pyro. The hell? Okay, I guess we're going through again. I don't know how that happened. That's so weird, because we did go through the portal. I guess we're going through again. Maybe I got turned around somewhere. I don't know. Unless I couldn't connect to the server of Nick's, and so, because these are meshed servers and that's technically a separate server, so. I mean, it's still on the same, like, main server. I think mesh servers are sort of like a weird, but close, like, thingy for. Mesh servers are a good, like, way to think about, like, how multidimensional space works. You've got all these different overlapping possibilities. When you're multiple dimensions, you're in different times and different versions of yourself and so on. There's just so much overlapping. And so it's like multiple instances of the same place and so on. And it's all in a single shard. Like, the idea of what, like, the devs want the game to be, I think that's sort of how the universe really works. But it's like, got so many miniature servers, like miniature mesh servers. Like, you walk into a bar, that bar has its own server that you've walked into. But, like, sometimes people can slip between realities without even realizing it. Everything will seem similar, but the people who are inside could be from one of those any other, like, meshed servers, and you've just walked into their life. All of a sudden, they've been in your universe all along, even though technically they didn't before. Was I already in Nyx? No, I wasn't, because I was at, I was in the Bloom, I believe, at the station there, so. Maybe I accidentally got pulled back into it when I wasn't watching. Because I did see Gaslight Station. Huh. Wait a second. Dudley indoors. Huh. I took the Nyx gateway to... You saw that it was green at the end of that, right? And it was orange on this side. I think it's like looping me back around into Pyro again, thinking that it's sending me to Nyx when it isn't, in some weird way. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go to the... I'm going to go back to the Nyx gateway. Obstructed? What do you mean obstructed? I'll try this one and then... Let's try this again. There we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna land at Nick's gateway, and then we're gonna like try and switch servers because obviously it doesn't want me to go to Nick's. And well, if I can't, you know, it is what is it? It is, isn't it?
Shields online. Shields offline.
I'll try not to come in too hot like I did last time. What the hell just happened?
Shields off. Shields online.
Huh. I don't know why it didn't.
Engines online.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh. I need to be careful of this debris. Oh, my bad. Let's get those landing gear down before I end up crashing into the wall. Landing gear are like a really good limiter on this game to like slow yourself down rapidly so that you don't end up crashing. Oh, this one actually might have what I need anyway. Because this one's kind of like a more like a Stantony or Nixie like place because it has a self-line hangers. While I'm at, we've done the jump twice, so I should probably refuel. Did my money just go up instead of down? I'll just, oh, there we go. It's corrected itself. That's a it went back up to 29 for a second then.
All systems offline.
Okay, so we're gonna get out of this and see if we can, if we've got like a cargo place to go to get like a drink. Just ignore that beeping. It thinks there's a power failure because it thinks there's no engine when there is. Sorry, it thinks there's no power when there is. It's just I've turned it off. That's why there's no power. Actually, I think we explained this in the previous video. Now that I recall. It's okay. What I'll do, I'll store the ship and recall it. What I could do is try and do cargo while doing medical gameplay, but you know. If I get too pulled into that, I'm not going to be like focusing on the medical beacons much, which could end up being it. Why are you holding that? I didn't ask you to hold that. Put that back up there. There we go. That's where it belongs. Yeah. Store the ship.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval. Your
Right. What I'm gonna do is, like, rather than monologuing, I'm gonna get a bit more immersed into the game and just try saying hello to somebody, you know? If there is anybody, like, I don't know. We need a... Do you sell them on here? They might sell them here. No, they just sell water. Water is alright, but, like, why go through the extra effort of getting the food and the drink, taking up extra storage space, when you can just get one that does both? I mean, luckily they don't go too into depth with, like, oh, like, if you eat too much of this solid, these liquids, you'll get diarrhea. That's not going to happen because the devs, they're not going to go that far in. They might do an overeating thing that makes you ill, but I don't know if they're actually going to make you go to the toilet or not. I mean, that might be an unnecessary detail, and nobody wants to listen to their character trying to squeeze one out. Oh, I didn't have to put it like that. But they are gonna add, like, stat buffs and stuff like that. Why? Oh, that's why. Because I keep pressing. It's not this one. Let's let it just close. Yeah, the story of my life is too much information. But I say that, but I don't let it define me. It's not really me. If people can't handle how much I talk, how much I speak, what I say, that's their problem, not mine. I don't do that from a place of ignorance. I do that from a place of, why should I make their projections my problem? Or in the words of Peter Parker, I missed the part where that's my problem. I mean, obviously that comes back to bite him in the ass, but details. I'm just going my own way. Like, I'm minding my own business. Everyone wants to catastrophize and, like, make their life worries their life. I don't have to make their worries my life. I can help people see that that's the case, that they're just making they're just projecting their worries on there. They have to want to listen to me when I'm telling them that. You know what I mean? Wrong floor. I can't force people to listen. My bad. Hangers and habs. Wrong floor again. I feel like I'm in that skit of the Neo elevator from the Vanos crew.
Hey.
They know who they are. They, like, don't think about things. They just live life. A lot of times I think about the way Brian Michael Hamby, I know he doesn't like that name. He just gets on with life. Because he realized at some point, yes, okay, that happened. if you get too caught up in the minutia and you start worrying about life, you're not living it. He decided to make life not about problems, but about solutions. If life gives you lemons, make fucking lemonade. If you're unable to have lemonade because you can't have carbonated drinks like me, just fucking, I don't know, make lemon juice. make some iced tea. Mix it with some tea bags or some tea leaves. Put it in like a little water thing with a tap on it. Stick it in the fridge and let it chill. If you don't have a fridge, stick it in like some barrel with some cold water. Let that cool it. That's probably why I moved that. Oh. Oh, I didn't put it in there. Never mind. There we go. Actually, while I'm doing that, I like how that, like, just these two with a sudden big jump. Oh, hang on. I can see I'm getting a bit confused here. Split. There we go. That works. I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah. The whole reason we did this, we want to be. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to move all these 17 into that. Into one of these. Move it into that one. Oh, there's like 36 in there. Jesus. Maybe move those 6 and put them into the other one. There we go. I don't know if these guys can access those or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these. Wait, is that all I bought? I bought 17. I need to buy more than that. I was so caught up in everything else that my conversation that I wasn't thinking. My bad. We can go back. Let's get some more drinks. We need to go crazy with it though. Like, let's get a metric ton, as many as I can buy, so we don't have to worry about drinks. And we'll leave some here as well. I suppose the bright side in all this, I don't have to go back to Nyx. I mean, yeah, Nyx would have been an adventure, but what I can do is, because my ship's still up there, as long as it stays there and doesn't get moved by somebody else coming in, I should be able to move them to my ship. Like, buy some to put in straight in the ship. If it works that way. We'll see if it works that way. No, it's not working that way. Okay. Oh, it's okay. We'll just... How many have I got? 31. Wow, these are dirt cheap. Let's go crazy then. I won't take them all with me. I'll leave some here. Because I don't need them all on me. Just a few. And like, I can take as many as I want from that and put it on me. And then what I'll do is when I get to my ship... Oh yeah, well I might. They need to work on the AI walking around people. You just dropped the bottle. Why did you do that? Or did I drop the bottle? I don't know. Let's just try it again. This time, there we go. Oh no, why did you do that? There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Wow, just definitely staring into the ground. Wow, the lighting is crazy on that. Like I said, I'm a very detail-orientated person, so sometimes, like, I love aesthetics of things, and when games get, like, super realistic, I go crazy for it. At times. But I do like... Okay. I see we're not in this sort of, like, stable server state right now. I think I might have to switch worlds. What I might do, I might start talking with people, seeing if I can get some people to come in and, like, play with me. See if I could do a collaboration or something, I don't know. We'll see. Or just let it happen organically through people I meet in the world. Oh, there's an update. Okay. Wait, is that a grenade? Why'd I grab that? I don't want grenades. No need for them. Actually, you know what I might do? Once I've placed this in a bin somewhere. I think there's some bins by the terminals here.
Hey.
What they're saying? should be some in here. There's always been in here. Well, the devs been removing bins or something, or am I just... No, here they are. No, wait, that's not an open bin. Okay. I love the easy apps because they've got this very, like, green, natural aesthetic to it. Right, I'd assume, like, the food is this way. So if we go to the food place undoubtedly has a bin. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. It's okay. Someone else has already put their water bottle in there. Usually when you leave with something as lame as "I'm going to kill a kitten," you know that further convo will be not be intellectually stimulating. I don't give a fuck what people say. Just don't fix on it. They're doing it to get a rise and like say, "Oh, I'm intelligent. Look at how dumb this person is. I'm smarter than them because I don't find stimulation in it." Like, you know, I don't bother people because they do FPS and PvP and I don't. I will pick up a gun if I need to, but I won't do it unnecessarily. You know what I mean? For the sake of doing it. Because I know that's almost an identity there that you're attaching to something. I don't do this, but it would rent me inside to end anything. It's not my job to end things' lives. You know what I mean? Unless it's to do so out of ending its suffering. I know that's a heavy subject, but okay, so oh, there we go, we got it. Actually, I forgot I'm not. I was gonna grab a bunch of drinks and shove them in there. I'm not gonna shove too many drinks in the first box because I want people to like save some for others, you know. I've got a plenty, so I'll keep a mental note, like if I'm going to like, if I'm in like Pyro, I can get some drinks at the Nyx Gateway, and possibly the Stanton Gateway as well, because obviously that's lawful space, so they're gonna have like a plenty of Nyx Lux drinks, so because pretty much anywhere UEE seems to have them at the moment anyway. I don't know if that's going to be the case in the future or, you know. Actually, you know what? Like, there we go. 57 older. Does it have to be a perfect number? No. No, it doesn't. Hmm. That'd be cool. Ship design. You know, like the Seorphioth, the alien ship that takes off vertically. A vertical takeoff ship where the hangar opens up as and is in the top like a caldera, like a volcano, large volcano-shaped ship. Like the cockpit is on the doors that open up. Or you could have like 2 hangars in there, and then a bridge in the middle. And when the doors close, you're level with your floor is level with the bridges, but you're sat back in the seat like that, facing upwards. You know, with the seat positioned upwards, like it is in the ceiling. So it'd be like that, and then like flat on top and have a basin with like 2 doors there and there. And those would open up with the hangars inside, and then in straight down the middle of those 2 hangar doors, you've got a bridge, and there's like a circular part where your ship is that doesn't get in the way or anything. And it's just like, not these doors, but you know, the ones that open up at the top. You can make them like extra large hangars, and this is just like a massive ship to hold large ships. Like, I'm talking like a massive ship that could hold a carrack, or 2 carracks, or a Perseus, or around about that size. Or I don't know, 2890 jumps. And you could literally call it the Behemoth. Or you could call it Babel, like Leaning Tower Babel, because it's like got that curved upward structure like a volcano. And then on the underside of it, you just got these massive rockets, like those cone rockets you have on the shuttles that NASA has to launch into space. But they're like absolutely huge, like almost space station huge. It'd have to be like Endeavour size or something like that. I don't know if you can hear it when my plug in, plug out USB thing goes off. I keep hearing a do-do, do-do. And I'm not entirely sure what it is. Could be the keyboard, could be something else. Okay, so it seems like they're talking about pretty much the same thing we're talking about. They're talking about the state of the game and like how people are like worried about, oh, when's updates coming? When's something new gonna come? And like this guy's on about, oh, well, this is the result of an instant gratification society. Well, duh, yeah, like quite obviously, but everybody here knows that. A lot of people in the Star Citizen community, they're aware of this shit. Like, there's a reason why they're playing this game, and that's because most of them have realized, oh yeah, we we can wait. I've got patience for that. This game taught me a lot about patience. And sometimes I forget that patience, and I have to remember it again. I understand that, yeah, I'm not going to be rich straight away. I'm like, I'm not even, I don't even care about money, man. I'm good. I've got privilege. I realize that. And the thing is, I want very little. Like, I want to fix my PC so I can do more videos and not have to worry about it breaking on me when I'm doing these videos, to connect people and talk to people about all these things I talk about. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's my dream. I want it to work out. But I need to let that happen. Let it happen naturally. I'm already here. I'm already making videos, man. Don't worry about tomorrow. Start living today. I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know y'all. If you found this, you're probably thinking the same way. And there's a lot of people waking up now. They're like, oh shit, we don't live in a society. We've been living day to day in this survivalist reality, and you're like, oh shit, there's more to life than reality. I can make the world what I want. And there's not a damn thing I need to do that. There we go. Oh, that feels so natural. I'm starting to get that into not just muscle memory, but intuitively doing it now.
Shields offline. Landing gear deployed.
Oh, wow. Don't necessarily want those out when I do that. Engage. Make it so. I always wanted to say that. Oh yeah, I forgot I can look around inside my ship if I hold Z. And what we're gonna do, let's turn the music back on. Okay, it's working now. I don't know why there's no music, but I'm sure we'll get that. I'll put this on until there is music. There'll be music when I start getting close to monarchs. You don't often look at the underside of a ship, and this has a nice underside to it. I notice it's just as armoured on the underside as it is on the overside. It's sort of vertically symmetrical is probably the word I'm looking for, something like that. Like, oh, it is all green on the underside. That was what I saw in the picture, but I thought that was the top. We're gonna probably come at the darker side of this planet, but I'm gonna go into first person for this. Oh, we're actually pretty far away. Never mind. Music's amping up, you can tell, because we're getting... Oh, it was amping up, never mind. Oh, I love the little... It's still got a ways to go. Is this not cool? I mean, you don't need to get attached to things, but you can appreciate things in the moment. Appreciate life. Have gratitude for it. Welcome to Monarchs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so
Shields online. Shields offline.
oh, for some reason, it's okay. We'll just do that then. If this were a stream, maybe I'd be talking to people more, talking a bit more openly. But you know, I'm in pyro, so people would be like,
Shields offline.
I choose my day. You know what? I am gonna go down to the planet's surface. I'm just gonna go chill. Doesn't have to be anywhere special, just
Quantum drive is now on. Shields offline.
let's like do this my chair a bit so I might upright a bit more. There we go. I feel like I'm in my cockpit chair. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna put these on. There we go. Got my goggles on, I'm ready for flight. The never-ending story. I sung that out of tune on purpose. You never know what people will try to copyright you for now then. But then again, fuck it doesn't matter anyway, does it? Although I do not remember anything except the never-ending story part. I don't know if there was like other lyrics or something. We're gonna like... Look at that beauty. We might be coming a bit hot though. I might want to pull up. Oh, I'm pulling some G's. Why is that not?
Shields online.
Hello? My slider is not operating. Hang on a sec.
All systems offline.
Oh dear. That's not a good sign.
Shields offline.
I forgot there's this bug at the moment in the terrapin where if you switch to SCM mode, your engines for some reason will turn off. I don't know why. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so what we want to do, we're gonna switch quickly, and then we're gonna quickly try and put our engines back on.
Engines
There we go.
online.
I don't know why he does that. It for some reason just keeps doing it.
Weapons offline. Shields online.
We are the turtle ship, so we must have shields. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna keep like the you know signal as high as possible because I don't know if there's gonna be like people doing beacons and stuff, and I don't know if like turning off my comms actually affects that. There isn't one right now. So we're gonna go to this unknown over here. When I allow my slider to go down. There we go, it's working again now. This is actually quite an interesting looking location. I'm actually going to put these back up now because, like, I can... The colour of things, I don't get to see all the colours of everything slightly tinted green, you know? And while life needs to look through lenses sometimes it's better for you to see things clearly. Not as they are, but without filters in your mind. So, for those of you who don't know, Monox is quite a barren planet. But there is life here. There are, like, you know, locations where people live in. Although I imagine it's not an easy life when the planet looks like this. But then again, this is just one biome. And who knows, maybe they like being on this planet because they're free from Empire space, they can just do whatever they want here without consequence, make their own laws, or maybe just live without laws. There's a bliss in that, but I like people. And while I'm just as good being alone, sometimes I prefer my solitude. Other times, like, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's go around people. See what people are up to right now. You know what I mean? I think that don't give a fuck, aloof attitude is... It's not a case of fuck everybody else. It's just, you know, just don't care about people, like, trying to weigh their problems on you so much. Now, when I went to town yesterday and helped those people, that was because I already went there with a mission of what I was going to do. I'd already decided that for myself. I decided, I'm going to help people today. But that does not make me a doormat. That just means I chose to be that person yesterday. And today I'm the guy who stays at home and plays Star Citizen. But none of those things are me. Every day's an adventure. Try something new. Try something different. This is why I stopped editing videos, because I was so focused on editing videos and all the things about getting chat working for streaming and stuff like that, that I burnt myself out because I was too caught up in the minutiae to actually enjoy the experience of trying to get things so perfect and not realizing it's not going to go as perfect. There's always something breaking, like the audio's not right, the mic's not right. Forget about it, let it go. I did a video on Breath of the Wild, and like I said, the mic wasn't working. I apologize, but I turned it into a blessing, because I was like, you can still hear my voice. It's just you can't hear the game volume. The game volume was off, not my mic. And so you couldn't hear the game of Breath of the Wild, but you could hear me. So it was like, you know what, let's make this an experience. Put on whatever music you want. That bypasses fucking copyright. That's something that bypasses copyright right there, because, like, they can't stop you from playing your own music over the top of a video, can they? As long as your PC or phone can do it, you know. World's your oyster. Listen to your music and watch me and listen to me. Just watch me play with that music playing over top. I know some people want sound. So what? I can't make the video magically have sound. It's in the past. Let go of it. So, you know, I mean, what I could do, I could fuck about and like do loads of sound effects. So every time, like my character's, every time Link swings his sword, he's like, I go, hey, ha, ha. Give it the old school ocarina voice. Yeah. That yawn he does when you first get in ocarina of time. Right, so we're gonna have another look at the was it F3? F4? No, that's the camera. Let's just open contracts that way. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to space and I'm gonna see if I can go to Bloom or something because we're not getting anywhere with this, so
Shields offline.
I mean what I could do is maybe someone needs a medic, I could go with them. I don't have to carry a gun. I'll just go with them as an unarmed medic and try my best to like heal people on it.
Shields on. Shields offline.
But in order to do that, I'd like have to ask around, and that'd take time, wouldn't it? We're already here, so we might as well just, you know.
Shields online. Shields offline.
Why is it?
All systems offline.
There we go. Oh, is my engine still off?
Engines online.
I was just starting to fall back to Earth. Why'd I say Earth? I guess that's the natural thing to say, but this is not Earth. I mean, at least a home, no. I mean, look at it. It's barren. It's like Mars. Although there is a peaceful serenity to it all. I want to know what that is over there, because that patch doesn't look like the same as the rest. Let's go over there. And then we'll just... There we go. I mean, this could just be shadowed places, I don't know. No, it looks like the features are actually dark here. No, my character blacked out. Oh wow, look at that! And the sun's just setting over the horizon. Chase the sun. There is a lot of features here that look like Mars. Once we get over this mountain, there'll be a lot more sun. Or there'll be more mountains blocking the sun, I don't know. Look at like the shafts to the, like right there going between the gaps of the mountains. I am curious about something. If I... Oh, which key did I set that to? No, it wasn't that one.
Landing gear deployed. Shields offline. Landing gear raised.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it doesn't work during the daytime at all, and being in clouds really makes you blind with it. It does help see down here and stuff. So when you turn it off, well, the sun comes back in, but it's not that bright. I mean, obviously this is going to be a lot better during the night time for seeing things. Let's give myself a lot more engine here. There we go. I don't know why shields have been completely disabled. Oh, because I'm in nav. I mean, if I had the graphics on much higher, like, I wouldn't be getting those sparklers, like, right there either. And clouds would seem a lot less, they'd be a bit more defined, a lot less soft. Because some clouds are like that. I'm shouting, hang on. Turn the game down a little bit so I can hear myself speak. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in that direction. I'm going to hit C and just leave it to go there. There we go. I'll go like that. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to have to click on contracts and see if we have like any healing stuff. I'm just gonna. I feel like I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, flashbang. Because of tier 0 and like stuff like that, there's not a whole lot of incentive. People, there's no. Well, you're not going to lose your gear, like, because, like, you'll lose the stuff that's in your backpack, but the stuff that's on your body when you die, you're gonna have it on your character when you respawn. So you don't really lose anything right now. So there's no loss, and because there's no loss, there's no reason to put up a medical beacon. What I need to do is like work side by side with people who need a medic on call. But even then, like having a medic on call, yeah, sure, it's great because you can heal and get back in the action faster. But like, most people who have this game have some sort of medical equipment or can have access to the same medical equipment, so they're good. They're fine. And if they die, you know, they could just respawn with most of their guns, their helmet, their torso, and anything on their body. It's stuff like extra med pens, drinks, and ammo and stuff that are inside your backpack or your gear that gets lost. And right now, you can't even loot the outside of people's bodies, so you can't loot someone's headset, helmet, you can't loot someone's armor. And so incentive for combat is also a bit, you know. That's why combat's like gratuitous at the moment. Like, if you want to fight in combat, you're doing it for the sport of it. It becomes sport because there's no incentive. You're just doing it for the sake of, oh, taking another one out. Another person out. What's Terminus? Let's have a look here, so okay. So if I patrol around here,
Quantum traffic is now on.
you know what? I forgot to tell me to take my helmet off. Okay, so... Oh, actually... While I'm at it, you know, I might as well. That's never a good sign. Why is life support? But there is something wrong with life support. I wonder if I can upgrade my life support. Of course, those are down. It seems to start beeping whenever something's red. Oh well. Of course, it's going to be in the red, like, I got it turned on. Because you're in quantum. I'm going to put this on. Actually, let's get these drug levels down. There we go. I wonder, are those lights like... Those are inaccessible at the moment. Now, the moment you get back in the seat, it stops, so I guess it was nothing to worry about. This is a rather long flight, though. I best check that I got the fuel for this. Because, you know, I have been flying around. You know, actually, I'm going to stop myself here.
Shields online. Quantum drive is now.
And first I'm going to go to Bloom, which is going to be a lot closer than anywhere else. And go to their station, because, like, I need to make sure that I'm stocked up on both quantum and non-quantum fuel. Or I'll end up running out while I'm there and I won't be able to help people.
Is now on.
Actually, like, let's just...
Shields online. Quantum drive
There we go.
is now off. Shields offline.
Engage. There we go. So yeah, it's saying in Star Citizen 4.7, the best places to find medical beacons are in Pyro, around high-risk, densely populated areas such as Onyx facilities, asteroid bases, where players frequently encounter hostile NPCs or fall victim to environmental hazards. For consistent higher beacon farming, consider patrolling near the terminus asteroid ring or engaging in multi-stage bunker missions found in pyro stations, which are often listed in YouTube guides. There is like a video here actually, but you know, I'll watch that in my own time.
Quantum drive is now off.
I might not want to come in this hot. I might want to. Oh, right, that's why I had that turned on. There we go. I am coming in way too hot. There could be asteroids here. Prepare yourself for a crash. Oh god. I slowed myself down in time. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Well, there's a A90 jump there. My bad. I misjudged that. 'Tis but a scratch. It is a flesh wound. Tis but a flesh wound. We're okay. Okay, so adding auto repair and refuel. So yeah, I don't know how this advice is going to pan out. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've heard that there's like some sort of collaboration coming my way in the tarot cards, but if I don't, talk to people, then that's not going to happen. We'll see. I mean, if someone does want to get in touch and do like a offer of something like that and do medical gameplay together, just hit me up. My Discord's pretty much the same as like the YouTube, so yeah, no kidding.
Landing gear raised.
This might be. This is where I think it is. That makes sense.
Quantum drive.
I like how the wings shifted back upwards when it was time to go forwards. I did have some bindings before for like, shifting the camera around in game, but it overlapped with the numpad, so I can't really do that now because I need that for the Discord settings, like, turning camera off and stuff like that. Whenever I need to show something, I'll just like disable my camera. I don't need it on all the time.
Engines online.
That was the wrong one. Like, look at this beautiful view. I mean, I know those of you who have played the game before or have seen it a million times, but those who haven't, it never stops making me feel good, and like, well, not feel good, like, I don't know how to put it, like, when I play Star Citizen, I imagine myself being in that world. Like, what if I'm there? What if I'm in this space world? I don't try to get too invested in like, the life and death of it all, but I get invested in like the pretty scenery and stuff like that, because like if I had a spaceship and I could just go between planets and stuff, like, and it's so strange because like if that already existed, if that was just like normal life, the way we are now where we just don't enjoy life with a lot of people, they're going to miss something really beautiful, because they'll be going about their daily jobs in a capitalist society, not enjoying space. Like, you can look out your window and you're looking at space. Is that not amazing? But to them, that'd be their normal. So, that'd be their normal. So, like, if that's their normal, like, that'd be like someone getting on the bus in the countryside, and they live in the countryside, so they're used to it. They've seen it, you know. They're used to being in space. They're traveling through space. They're not enjoying it because they'll still live in that capitalist society that we do. And like, some people like me will stop, smell the roses, and look around and go, wow, I'm in fucking space. I mean, is that not the essence of the dream of Star Citizen? To experience space. And some people, they'll be playing these games and they'll just be going on about the business. No, stop. Some of them don't stop for a second ago. They're complaining about bugs, complaining about everything. And then there'll be this slight moment of clarity of like, oh wow, look at that. We're going through the atmosphere and like the fire's going around the ship. Or like there's a lightning storm around and you're on a gas giant. And obviously reality kicks back in, but like for a moment there, they're in a heightened state of awareness and consciousness. And that's the magic. So next time you're like going on about your day, forget about all excuses, forget about your paperwork and stuff like that you got to do. I mean, obviously do your job, but like, give yourself like 30 minutes to just oh, that is so crazy. I was talking about lightning and like there's thunder outside. I thought that was in game. I was like, what the? Huh? What? Enjoy life. It is to be enjoyed. Yeah, I think this is where I think it is. So this is quite a dangerous place. So if you patrol these parts, turn. I'm going to turn into SCM mode because I don't want to fly in this mode without my shields up. That would be pretty damn stupid. Hello?
Shields online.
Well, it's saying I've got an output for more, but it's not letting me. Is that what there was on about? Is something wrong with my shields? Hang on a sec. Oh, that's why I turned it off.
Shields offline.
Huh.
Shields online. Shields online.
Is this what it was trying to tell me about my shields? There we go. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, wait. Why is that on? There we go. Maybe I need a better power generator. I don't know. Oh wait, now that I've like thinking my ship, like, does this not have the shield generator that the other one had? Because I had to claim a new one, didn't I? Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, there's no screen there. Why is there no? I don't know why that's not working. Yeah, I don't know why. Where's my? Where's my? Have I not got my helmet on? I know this helmet does allow it. Could be a bug. Oh, there we go. I think it's like properly hooked into it. But strangely, still, it's not showing it. I don't know what's going on with that. Just don't look at the sun. Oh, actually, that looks kind of cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have to contracts. There's no beacon here, so we're just gonna travel and roam here for a while. There's a debris here. Move forward straight past that. What is that? I believe that's a wing. Yeah, I think that's just like the wing of a ship or something. Huh. Well, bugger. I hope it puts me in the same server, cause, oh no. No, I guess I'm gonna have to... Let's try closing the game. Oh, there is a game. Update 4.8 is now live. Also, they weren't just like, you know, singing out of talking out of their asses. They actually 4.8 is here. This may mean a reset. I don't know. This might put me back where I have to like start in a new system, but I'm okay with that. I'm good. I mean, we might go back to what we was doing earlier, but I think this time I'll probably start in somewhere like Nick's, just because it felt right. Well, that is a big update. We got like 60 gigabytes to go. Hang on, let me just game capture, and then just like capture specific window. Oh, well, Chromium cannot be supported by game capture. Okay, delete that. I wish there was just like a. Oh, I suppose you could choose browser. Browser might support it, and then. Oh no, that does URLs. Never mind. Window capture. Let's try window capture. There we go. So we got RSI here. Can I put that lower on the put it over the emerald girl? Oh no, that's under. Right, so we do that. We could just like, yeah, there it is. Also, I've been meaning to do this because I noticed my camera might be a bit too large. We don't want to take up most of the screen. So we're just going to leave that there. So, yeah, my mind is going blank now because it's like, oh, I'm thinking, oh, what do I say now? What do I say? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to breathe a second. Actually, you know what? It just popped into my head. There's a creative process working again. Why don't we look like what 4.8 actually is? So let's turn this into a little, I guess, reaction video or something. So we'll add another window, application. Let's make it browser. Opera. Opera. Or we could just, you know, keep that there in the back, running in the background, and then we're gonna delete that because we don't need it. Remove it. Yeah. Actually, this is for the game window there, so we're gonna switch to this, and we're gonna go to. We're gonna create browser scene. We're gonna add video capture device, add existing Logitech webcam. Oh, actually, you know what? Why are we doing that? Remove that. Add scene. There we go. And then we add camera. There we go. Put that there. Add a color. Black. Oh, no, actually, let's make it green. And we'll pick that. And then go like that. And then go. There we go. I'm going to add that. And do that. And then we're going to do display. Right, so we've got this background. Put that under there. There we go. So when I was talking about Chromium octahedron, I had my AI assistant find one for me. That's a Chromium octahedron, guys. So when you're picturing a shield around your body, that's what you want to envision. It's not just a shield. It's a space of a vibrational space in your frequency, and if people enter it, if they are not like if they've got those low vibrational frequencies and they've got ill intent, you'll know. Like it sheds light on the truth because that is your shield of love and truth. I don't know the full minutiae. I probably need to rewatch the video to fully explain it. But if I come across the video, I'll show you guys it. So we're gonna. No, hang on. There we go. So we'll go here and go to YouTube. And we'll go to Board Gamer 4.8. Release. We're going to watch this guy and react to him. I love this guy's energy. I'm gonna mute this up so it's not. That's an interesting looking ship. I've not seen that one before. This guy's got like a hello, everybody. Hi. I love that energy. I really do. Tried to dodge that. Oh, that was weird synchronicity. Those planes came around as I was doing that. Okay. Not that. Don't forget to like and sub. Why am I unsubscribed? Sorry, that was a bit of an overreaction. Yeah, YouTube's got a lot of issues with unsubscriptions at the moment. Okay. We're gonna be broke. So I'm not going to have this ship anymore. So, unfortunately, no more turtle ship. So we're going to have to do some cargo or something to earn some money. Yeah. I was talking about that yesterday. Work like a developer. Take life as it comes. I can't fix something until they know it exists. Wait, what? So if there's like a massive PvP battle, there's just going to be a ton of ships just lying everywhere, and no one's going to want to claim them because you can't claim them. They're not worth anything because they're bricked. So they'll it's an iterative process. They're slowly building the game. And I know that's the understatement of the past decade or two, but you know, it is. I'm not going to say it is what it is. I'm trying to avoid saying that now because, like, sometimes it isn't what it is. There's more nuance than that. I feel like it is what it is a bit. Oh, just ignore it. It's all encompassing. But you don't want to go too much into the details either because obviously, you know, details. If you want to know where I'm getting that from, there's this guy in Green Arrow who taught him all he knows, and he'd have this habit of going details. I can't remember the actor who plays him. I'm trying to remember his face and I can't. I'll get back to you on that one. Oh, that's my bad. That is my bad. Audio application audio capture. Okay, so we're gonna need to YouTube. Let's just call it YouTube and other miscellaneous. And then we're just gonna go right down to here. That one. There we go.
Shot that. Yeah, I do see that there's obviously a bit of a problem there, but Hopefully that'll be solved when we get item recovery tier 1. I do think this is
So
a
I've just been
better
sitting in
system
silence here
than we
talking,
had
sorry.
previously overall, because it does help with the economy, it helps prevent duping. I mean, I might be wrong, you might have a totally different...
The reason I don't put the desktop sound on is because obviously you'll have like beeping from Discord, you've got the dun 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 from like Windows and all the different Windows sounds and alerts and stuff like that. I have some of them turned off, but like I like to know when my like mouse is disconnecting or something.
In the comments below if you do. Also, I don't believe this is going to affect PvE salvage and component and weapon taking from those NPC ships, basically. Again, unless I'm missing something, and if I am, tell me in the comments below. Every second Tuesday of the month,
I feel like I should
CIG
be
release a little bundle of items that you can then purchase if you want, and then you go, oh, I've got a cool little item.
Oh, there we go. That was
a bundle
perfect
of
timing.
items. So this time it's the red line bundle. So these were previously like the monthly patch bundles, whatever, but now there's not necessarily a patch every month. They're just the monthly bundles. Embrace the thrills and spills of DefenseCon with this Drake-themed weapon, flight suit, and ship paint bundle, each with a matching red and black finish. Includes the Tailwind flight suit and with helmet, Clausen Werner Gallant Rifle.
There would have been a time
and
I liked
red
all
line
that
paint
red.
for the Drake Buccaneer. Taking its design cues from the early days of aviation,
But don't really.
the Tailwind flight
I
suit
like every
prioritizes
colour now. I
functionality
don't.
above all.
Doesn't matter to
While the
me.
Gallant Rifle features a high capacity
I know
power
I like
system,
a lot of
allows
green
it to fire
stuff
considerably more shots
stuff
per
like that, but
battery.
that's
So
the me now.
Drake
That's not me
Tailwind
for the
flight
rest
suit
of my
will be
life.
delivered with
I
Alpha
accept that.
4.8, which may even
That's
be
a bit-
live
sorry,
by
I'm
the time you
talking
see this
over.
video, although I would expect 4.8 live
Ow.
probably between 4 to 7 p.m. UTC, maybe. Anyway, that bundle is available from $18. I have a hotspot for Hazard Stripes, and it's very AdMech for those of you that play 40k, the sort of red and then yellow and black. As I said earlier as well, I omitted some of the good portion of the This Week in Star Citizen post as I was more focused on Alpha 4.8.
Whoa, go
let's
back.
go through the rest of it post as I was...
What is this? It looks like Vandal Tech, but like it's being modified into like non-Vandal
focused on
Tech.
Alpha 4.8, but let's go through
Probably
the
those
rest of it
guys
that
who
we
were
haven't
battling
covered.
Vandal
Last week,
in
the
Nyx.
April Persistent Universe monthly report and roadmap update took a look at progress made last month and what's on the development horizon. Star Citizen Live tackled some of your questions on vehicle game.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's that gameplay on like the edge of Vandal space. There's like this outpost and you can go do a mission there, but there's like so many different like factors of what you need to have. Maybe I'll join a group or something at some point in the future. I don't know. But not under the like, oh, I'm with these guys. Like this is my crew. Like I'm just tagging along. I'm along for the ride.
Gameplay, design, and balance. Actually, I don't think I've released my video on that
I could do
yet,
engineering or like
technically. So
heal people.
I'll try and
if they
get that
injured.
out today or tomorrow. And for the full Alpha 4.8 preview inside Star Citizen, took us behind the scenes, starfighters in flight, a lot to sink your teeth into, and topping the bill, tactical strike groups. So yeah, CIG go on to say, we can't wait for you to get your hands on
I don't
tactical
know,
strike
but
groups.
like obviously I play Breath of the Wild and like I'm doing combat in that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I can do combat and not try to get myself too attached to the identity of like, because you're identifying with the characters. Maybe I should just be free to do whatever I feel like in the moment. I feel like that would be more true to true self, which is being free to do whatever, up for whatever. Obviously in real life I can stick to that. Like I don't have people, but like it's just a game. And so maybe, you know, and while I do want to like focus on medical gameplay, maybe the whole idea, oh, I don't want to carry a gun because I have this moral thing about guns, like maybe I'm getting too attached to that. Maybe I'm creating an identity that I need to let go, because like, I mean, if you're doing it in a role play sense, that's one thing. But if you're doing it because, oh, I don't fight, that's that box. That's that you're sticking yourself back in a box again. I'm sticking myself back in a box again. So
Every ship, every role, every area of expertise gets its moment. Space combat, a trench run, boots on the ground FPS action, and a massive showdown.
I shouldn't be afraid to do other
This is what
types
you
of
and your
things
friends
in
have been
game.
training for.
Star
Round up
Citizen's
your
got so
allies,
much to
prep your
give.
ships, and get ready. And if you've always been a lone wolf, no judgment, but this might be the time to find your pack. We've put together a list to help you do that. So there are a load of orgs that you can join that are looking for people that just like you. Potentially. You are going to have to build some rep with Intersec if you want to take that mission. You can share it, I suppose, with other people, but yeah, and it's in the Nick system, obviously, those tactical strike groups. Anyway, now you may have heard the news. Invictus Launch Week is headed to Seoul this year, and some invitations might have been lost in the mail. But don't worry, DefenseCon is stepping up with full fatitude. And yes, we do mean fire and attitude. And the real party can begin here in Stanton. Bigger, bolder, and bringing manufacturers you don't want to miss. Drake DefenseCon 2956 is right around the corner. From the 14th through the 27th of May, Drake Interplanetary is throwing the doors open to the Bevic Convention Center in Area 18. New reveals, hardware that means business, free ship rentals on rotation, and enough firepower on the floor to make any admiral nervous. Come find your next ride or die. So yes, Thursday, day one of DefenseCon. Drake will kick off the event. The Ironclad Assault, and Pitbull will get their moment in the spotlight with their
There was a
dedicated
time
ships
I was
to
thinking
King
about
Conley,
the
covering
Ironclad,
hot
but
new fangs unveiled at DefenseCon 2956 as well.
I
There'll
don't want
also
to be getting it for the
updating that
sake of
content
getting it.
throughout
Oh, it's a
DefenseCon,
bigger ship
so
than
you
I
might want to
thought.
check back regularly. And if you fancy yourself an everyday hero of the verse, we might just have a contest right up your alley.
Okay.
Star Citizen is free to play throughout the entire event. There's referral bonuses and stuff going on. There's Twitch drops. There's a load of stuff like that. I will have a video going over all of the things that you need to know about Drake DefenseCon, how to get involved, ships that are on sale, and waves of ships for the limited hulls. When can you pick up the M80? When can you try and grab yourself a battle cruiser? How to get Aegis Javelin. Also on Friday, there is a Star Citizen Live DefenseCon showcase at 2 p.m. UTC. That's going to be on Twitch. Check that out. There's going to be an enormous roundtable discussion and live in-engine visuals of each flyable ship being introduced at this year's event. Boom! That's some quick news I wanted to get out ahead of 4.8
I just thought
going
about it.
live. There's a lot going on. Go check out all
I'm
the other
still
videos on my channel.
updating,
Well,
but
maybe not all
like
of them.
I've got to
There's loads.
go
The more
because
recent ones, if you want to know more about Drake DefenseCon, if
in
you want to know more
about
about
7 minutes I
4.8,
gotta go
if you
pick
wanna
up
take a look at
my
a preview of all
medication.
of
So
those DefenseCon ships.
I'm gonna
There
end
are a
this
load of
here.
cool ones. We'll be getting a video or two
And
out
then
a
maybe
day
do
as
another
well,
video
all
when I
throughout
come back.
DefenseCon.
We'll
So
see.
keep coming back and checking out the channel for more cool stuff. Talking about cool stuff, if you've got eyes and a face, almost certainly you can get yourself a Toby eye tracker if you want. That is a natively supported piece of hardware
Eyes
that
in a
allows you
face.
to have very high precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. It works with a load of other games as well, but the situational awareness and immersion that it provides to Star Citizen is actually pretty cool. And you can sort of aim with your eyes if you want to with your weapons. Look over your shoulder and go, oh, there's an enemy there. I didn't realize. A big thank you to Toby for sponsoring this
I'm
video.
good.
And
I'm
you
good
can
with
use
that.
the links below if you wanted to get yourself a
I'm
Toby eye tracker
looking
5, which are on sale at the moment.
like
15% off.
maybe one day I'm thinking maybe VR if ever possible. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like I want to try it out, I want to experience VR, I want to enjoy that. As long as I don't get too into it and like get pulled into virtual reality, but like it might help me with my meditation. Like I could put myself in like a meditation space, like a VR meditation space where I'm actually in like some woods or something. Or I could just actually go out into my garden and touch some real grass. But you know, when that's not possible, when it's like pouring it down, if I want to be out in the sun, I just go into VR and like experience the sun. Because you know, England's it tends to be quite rainy. it looks like that storm blew over, so it's time for me to experience some outdoor activity. Gotta put this back on. Actually, I could probably just slip this on like this. If I can get my arm through. And
there's a Toby sweepstake as well you can get involved with if you would like to. The link's below. Also, tell me if you already have a Toby eye tracker or you're planning to get one in the future. I'd love to know. And I'd love to know just comments on
people love
the rest of the
Toby eye
video. Are you gonna
trackers.
be
Not
buying
many
anything
people
during,
like.
the DefenseCon Fleet Week. Are you trying to get into the Founders Club to buy yourself one of those ginormous battle cruisers? What have you thought?
James has got a lot of those. James has got the Perseus. He's got he's got like he's got not Apollo. Apollo's the medical ship. Polaris. That's why I was thinking of Apollo, because Apollo Polaris. It kind of rolls off the tongue, that. I bet there's someone out there with that name. So if you guys can't see, like, I'm like, let's you know what? Don't care about the green banner. I mean, you guys can see what's on that. I mean, it's not like you can see what's in it. So remove the green banner. It's not needed. I mean, it's not like I watch porno or anything, so like, there's nothing really to hide. And even if I did watch porno, with the mental state I am now, I really wouldn't care. But I don't, because like, I would like to mention one thing is that I used to have an addiction to that, and going through that phase of like crystallization helped clear my head up and allowed me to stop doing that. And I've been clean for like many months now, and because I have that mental discipline now, I'm no interested in going back, because I'm not looking for instant gratification anymore. It was messing with my head, making my head fuzzy, and I couldn't think straight. So that fugue state that I was in like yesterday, where I was like, I couldn't bring the thoughts to my mind, felt like the pressure of these, the pressing on right there, but it felt like that there and like a numbness there. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. So I was finally clear-headed enough to just simply stop. And after a couple months, it went away. I still get like, sexual feelings. Everybody does. I still can have urges, but I'm not controlled by them anymore. I can stop it if I want to. And that's like a major life leap for me, because I've been stuck in that cycle since college. Because what I do, I go to college, and then I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I need to relieve some stress. And so I instantly went to that. And it became an addiction over time. And now I'm like, hey, like, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm living my life instead of being stuck in that, because I was doing that shit multiple times a day, and it can fuck you up. It can seriously fuck you up. And then even when I was getting rid of that, I realized, oh, problems, that's a worse addiction than that is. And the only reason why I kept going to that for instant gratification is because I was addicted to my problems. I kept looking at things as problems. And that became a job. So life became a job. And life became about survival and doing like A, B, C, D. Now I don't think about them, I just do them. When I've got to wash my clothes, I just go downstairs and do it. I put some like someone on a video playing on my headset in the background, and I just like go fucking do it. You know, once that's out of the way, you've got free time to do whatever the fuck you want. Stop agonizing over it and just go do it. And so I do. And that voice I was just using, like I used to be in that voice all the time, like, but that's not my default state anymore. Like I feel calmer, I go into this voice. Or when I'm energetic, I go into this voice. But I just keep shifting back and forth between multiple different states because I don't have like a normal state anymore. Like there's no, oh, this is me. I don't associate with a voice or a feeling anymore. And whatever I am in the moment, whatever I feel like comes out of my throat is what it is in the moment. Like earlier, I had music on and I just started singing with it, like harmonizing with it, and I felt amazing after that. And maybe I needed it to let a little bit of emotion out through creativity, because you need that. Creativity stops you letting those emotions out externally in a way that's like self-destructive, and puts it into something that's creative instead. I choose creation, not destruction. And so I stopped destroying my life and I started creating my life. And now I'm living it. I'm going to go. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, love yourself.